Hello, online crew community. Look at all these faces. It's just not mine today. These beautiful people that are joining me today are helping me have a conversation with you around, does attraction marketing really work? Some people love it. Some people hate it. Some leaders out there go, don't get distracted by attraction marketing because you just end up doing all this online stuff and forgetting to build your business. So let's have a really good discussion about that today in what I think, what these guys think. We've got Beth, Meredith, Yvette, Laurie, Cherie, Karen, and Steve. Say hello, everybody. These are just some of the people that I work very closely with in my VIP program, with online marketing, digital marketing, building their businesses online, all the rest of it. And it's just incredible to see their growth. I'm so privileged to have them on screen here today. Love these people and just so proud of what they're achieving in their businesses. So from me to you guys, thank you for joining me today and well done. So we're going to get straight into it because we're here for a good time, not a long time. I just want to sort of share with you my thoughts around attraction marketing and whether it works or not. And you can sort of relate that to what your thoughts are about attraction marketing. And then these guys will help me sort of elaborate on that. Is attraction marketing, from my perspective, it does work, but you can't 100% rely on it. And the reason that I say that is because I see too many people that hide behind social media. And you're not learning to, really talk to people on social media like you do human beings in the real world. So people post and pray. So the company does something exciting, they put something out in their social media, and your whole intention is to get ambassadors or get customers or get clients, whatever it is you do. So you're hiding behind social media to get people. It doesn't work that way. And social media is busy. What do you guys think? Do you think social media is pretty busy and we have to fight for people to follow us and, listen to us and engage with us and all those kind of things? Like, you have to earn your stripes. Attraction marketing alone doesn't tell people you care about them. Conversations in Messenger, conversations in general, interacting with each other does. So people can get a vibe from you, whether you care about people or not, or you're just in it for the sale. So that's one thing. But it's what I call attraction marketing plus relationship marketing. So attraction marketing works really, really well if you've got a really large audience and really large influence. Even these people, beautiful people here that I work closely with, how many of you guys, put your hand up, have a really, really, really large audience and really, really, really large influence? Uh-oh. It's hard to get that. And somebody in our company did it the other day. They've got like 35,000 people on their Instagram, put out a few posts and got a whole lot of customer sales. No brainer. They've already got the influence. They've already got the audience. So it can work really, really well because that wasn't a conversation with anyone. That was just a post, a few reels. The audience is already there that know, likes, and trust them. Put it out there, a whole lot of customer sales. It works. Attraction marketing works, but you got to earn your stripes with attraction marketing. So don't do what I did and go into attraction marketing and avoid building your business, because you're now working out how to do reels and how to do stories and how to write curiosity posts and how to do this and how to do that. And now we're doing email marketing. And now we're creating a freebie. And now we're doing all of this. And how's your business going? Uh-oh. Again. That's where attraction marketing doesn't work. That's why some leaders don't like it, is because it distracts people if you don't use what you're learning and actually do the stories about your products and your business, do the reels about your products and your business. You got to learn the attraction marketing, but do the relationship marketing along with it. Okay. So I know attraction marketing works because, and this is where I've had to lighten up with myself. How many of you come into this industry and really kicked yourself and got disappointed with yourself because you didn't make money in the first 6 months? You haven't made money in the first 12 months. I'll give it 6 more months. Haven't made any money yet. How much work did you actually do? How many people did you actually talk to? Oh, and I did reels. I did stories. I did lots of posts. I've done lots of training. Yay. Awesome. How many people did you talk to? I'm not talking to anybody. I've got nobody in my inbox that I'm talking to about my business. That's why traction doesn't work, and some leaders don't like it, because they see their people learning social media and doing all these things, but you're not actually doing the do and talking to people and building relationships. One feeds the other beautifully, and that's the controversy around it. So that's my thoughts on it. I know what I've done, and I stopped. I went all in on attraction marketing and did not build anything for a couple of years. Then when I started putting my attraction marketing skills and actually applying it and putting it, into it, it's like, oh, my business is growing. Oh, fancy that. You actually do the do and you get the results. You talk to people and you have conversations and look what happens. Okay, so that's what we've got to, who's unmuted? Beth, you're getting ready to, Beth, you're unmuted. Yeah, you're clicking away and I can hear you clicking away. Mute yourself, woman. Okay, so if you're joining us, I'll be quiet now, but I've had my piece. But I do get disappointed when leaders, and I don't know if you guys have heard this that are listening or catching the replay, when leaders say attraction marketing doesn't work. It does work, but you've got to apply what you're learning and not get so focused on learning all the fancy stuff that you're not doing the relationship marketing. Okay, so if you are live with us or catching the replay, please say hello to all the wonderful, beautiful faces I've got here. Hello, Tonya. Thank you for saying hello to everybody. We've got Laurie. Well, that's just weird because she's actually on the screen. But yeah, you guys can watch this live on your phones and still comment in. Hello, Joanne. Lovely to see you here. Christina, I didn't intentionally not work on my business when I was learning, but it's what's happening, and I'm working on balancing the doing and learning better now. Couldn't agree with you more, Christina, because I did the same. It wasn't intentional. It was probably about a year later when I thought, I'm not applying anything that I'm learning, and my business hasn't grown at all. And it's like, I've got to use this over here. Okay, so I'm going to be quiet now, and you can unmute now, Beth. I give you permission. Fire away and tell us what your thoughts are about this particular sort of topic.
Sorry, I didn't realize I was unmuted. That was weird. Anyway, hi, everyone. Along with what Helen has just shared about attraction marketing and having that relationship marketing building as well, I just wanted to share with you what works for me, and that is sharing my journey. So when I first started in this industry, I was pretty scared about sharing my health journey with others, and I wasn't real vulnerable, I guess. And I thought I was doing the right thing. I was giving, tips and strategies around health and thought I was giving really good value, but I didn't bring myself in. And I sort of faked it. And how everything was great and wonderful. And then after I started following Helen, I realized that I really needed to bring in myself the imperfect me. And I had to start really getting vulnerable about my healthy journey, sharing my struggles with my weight loss. And by doing that, sharing my ups and downs, the real and the raw truth about things. And then people started to relate to me more. I'm not that perfect body type that the media showcases, right? And really, in all reality, none of us are. But when I shared that, I became relatable and I became more vulnerable. There were lots of times I cried on my videos, and I hated that. But then people started to relate to me because of that, right? And because people didn't want to feel like they were alone in what they struggle with. So when I started to share that, it just showed them that they weren't alone, that someone was on the same journey as them, giving them ideas on what works for me, what didn't work for me. And I also used to look at the numbers when I went live, and I fixated on that. But honestly, I had to start looking past that, because someone is always watching. And once I really started sharing my health journey, my walking journey, 499 days today, by the way. But I have people messaging me now saying, wow, you're inspiring me. And I had no idea that they were watching. And one friend reached out to me a couple of months ago and told me that she was watching me every day on her lunch hour. And she loved what I was sharing, that I wasn't fake, that I shared the real truth, shared the struggles she was going through. She loved how I was vulnerable. Not only did I share some of my wins, but I shared the things that didn't go well. She told me it lifted her spirits and was really inspired. So I really think it's important to share our journeys, because it might be messy and it might not all be roses, but in reality, our lives aren't, right? So sharing our journeys can be hard, but if we help someone and inspire someone through sharing the real stuff, we can create really valuable relationships. And when we have those relationships, people need and maybe want what we have. And who knows where that's going to go? Maybe they'll be a customer, maybe they'll be a business partner, or maybe it's just a real relationship, a real valuable relationship that you can inspire and lift someone up. And that's the real deal for me. And honestly, when I started changing my perspective to how can I get someone, to how I can inspire someone, it made all the difference in the world for me. So thank you for letting me share that.
Yeah, and I think that's really important. And Christina captured it well in the comments as well. Vulnerability attracts. So I think when we talk about attraction marketing, you go into a journey of learning and you learn how to brand yourself and you learn how to create content and all the rest of it. But unless you actually do it genuinely and really let that, like Beth said, she didn't do it genuinely first, not intentionally. None of us don't share things genuinely, intentionally. I hope that made sense. It's something that we've got to learn to do. But attraction marketing, when you really think about attraction marketing, the curriculum way, there's a whole lot of things that you can learn. But attraction marketing really is about attracting people for who you are, because that's what they join business in. If they're going to buy a product off you, you have to have a conversation. Well, some people might buy automatically online, but it usually comes from a conversation. Definitely building a team. You're going to have a conversation like it's you that they trust. That's attraction marketing. Show your life, show your world, let go of all the teaching sometimes and share the vulnerability and share the journey, because that's what people are attracted to. People aren't attracted to the fake you. People aren't attracted to, sometimes even all the learnings and the teaching. They're attracted to you because your personality, because you're either fun or you're inspiring or you're entertaining or you're helpful or, all those kind of things. That's truly what attraction marketing is. So many people say regarding stories, but I don't do anything. I sit at home all day. So do I. I'm the most boring person on the planet. I'll be like, if Paul picks up the kids from school and drops them off, I don't even leave the house sometimes unless I visit Dad at the nursing home. And that's not necessarily inspiring, but good for me and good for, like, I don't lead an exciting life, but it's not what it's about. It's about attracting people to who you are as a person. So that's really the core of what attraction marketing is. It's not necessarily all the fancy stuff sometimes. Miss Meredith, what have you got for us?
Yeah, thanks, Helen. So pretty much building on that conversation, be really honest, I'm really comfortable with sharing stuff on my business page, but there might be others out there a little bit like me that sometimes feel not as comfortable sharing things on my personal page. But the reality is that they're not two different things, and Helen's always reminding us of that. So there's a couple of things that I've been trying out lately just to really build my sort of confidence and comfort level about sharing a little bit about myself. I'm quite a private person, but if there isn't content out there about me, how can people connect with me? So, give them something to go, oh, well, yeah, she's like me, and I'm really interested in, what she's got to say. So two of the things that I've been trying lately is, so my business is all about cats and cat parents, and people love to talk about their cats and they love to get compliments about their cats. So I thought, how can I go about, starting some conversations like that? And what I started doing is posting what I'm calling Cat Selfie Saturday, which is a really simple concept, but I take a picture of myself with one of my cats. I have two cats. It's hard to get both of them in the picture, but the thing about it is it's a moment and it's a real life moment. So I take the photo and I post it. And I've been doing that consistently for the last month and a bit. And what I'm finding now is that people are actually really engaged with that. They look for it on the Saturday morning, and they've started sharing their own cat selfies with me. So it gives me an opportunity to have a conversation and compliment them genuinely. Oh, how gorgeous is your cat? Or, oh, what a great picture. So I have been doing that, and that's helped me on my personal page share a little bit about myself, because they're taken around my home or in my garden. And the other thing that I did, which was a big step forward, I was sitting on a Sunday morning on my couch in my dressing gown, which happens to be cat themed. I was having a cup of coffee with my cat themed coffee mug, and I had one of my cats on my lap and the other in the cat tree behind me. And I thought, this is just a beautiful moment. I actually took a photo and I shared it. And I sort of framed it around, a really calm, grateful Sunday morning. It really resonated with people. And I think it's because it was the real me. I mean, I had my dressing gown on, I had bed hair, had no makeup, but it was real. And I think people were able to connect a little bit more with me to see this. I genuinely am passionate about cats, and everything that I live and breathe is cats. So there are a couple of things that I've done, which hopefully, if others are out there that sometimes feel a little bit uncomfortable, it's not the perfection. You can share everyday moments that are real, that allow people to start to connect with you. Thanks, Helen.
I love that. And if you haven't gathered, oh, where'd that come from? Meredith is our crazy cat lady, and this is what she's our crazy Aussie cat lady as well. Is attraction marketing has so many principles in different industries, and yes, Meredith is in my VIP program, and she's not in our industry, but attraction marketing, online marketing, digital marketing, it's all the same. But to get the gist about attracting people to you on what your vibe is, who do you want to attract to you? Meredith wants to attract people that have cats to her. I don't have a cat. I can't, she can't sell me anything, but she's going to, attract people that have got cats. Like, she's attracting people to her because she shares her. Like, you guys need to do that. Christine, you said this wonderfully, like this comment here. Oh, it's not about attracting people necessarily to what you do. It's about attracting people to sort of who you are. Okay, so don't over exaggerate or complicate or over educate attraction marketing. Attraction is attraction is attraction. Either people like you or they don't, because of your vibe, what you share, your content, all of that kind of stuff. And that raw, vulnerable dressing gown, they're the stuff that people love, and people will be attracted to that. She put a picture on social media in a dressing gown. Oh my gosh, that's so cool. Wonder if I could do that. Okay, let's move on. Miss Yvette, what tip have you got for us?
Sure. Attraction. We all attract every day, do we? We attract folks every day. Everything we do, we attract someone. Doesn't matter. It might not be the same person or the same persons or the same thing, but we attract. And so we've been doing attraction marketing for a long time. We just didn't know it. But anyway, let's bring it down to the business. Now, for me, I find out that when I post me alongside anything else that I post, people resonate with that. They love, whether it's a smile or whether it's my hair, or, they like my grays, or maybe I put a little jiggle in there. I'm from the islands and I like the island flair. So people are attracted to that. They're attracted to the music. I love reggae music, and I'll post something like that, and I'll do a little thing, and they'll call me up and they say, what is that you have on social media? Is that really you? Because people didn't know me like that. So with the understanding of how attraction marketing works, I can incorporate it in just about anything in my business, in my live videos. And sometimes I'll be like, oh, my glasses needs cleaning, try to be real me, be authentic in what I do. Because attraction marketing is really what we do all day long. I be a product of my product, because I like to travel. I like to do things. When I get out there, people are like, oh, there she goes again. So people see what I get out of what I do. They see the benefits. They see me glowing. They see me at the beach. I got to cover up a little bit because, the bathing suit thing. They see me here. They see me there. They see the family. The other day I posted a picture of me and my husband, and and a bicycle, because we were celebrating our 41st wedding anniversary. So I just put that bicycle there because we're still riding, we're still going on, you know, it's been a long ride and we're still on the journey. And so, my goodness, it's about 400 or 300 or something comments. I can't even keep up with responding. So what we share, So attraction marketing works. It's how, it's where, it's the what, you know, what we do with what we have. That, and we're going to attract some folks and we're going to turn some off. It doesn't matter. Your intention is to share is to share your journey, to share what you have available to offer. And if somebody buys into that, then you find a person, or you build a relationship, you make a sale, you promote something, you share something. Sometimes it's just to gain a good friend. You know, somebody just follows you just for what you are sharing all the time. They like it. And I get compliments all the time. They want to know more about that. They call me up, oh, want to know more about that. Not necessarily about the attraction marketing per se, but about something that I shared on my page. Mm-hmm. And so attraction marketing works because it is what you do, how you share it, what you have to offer, what people see in you that they want to have, that attracts them. And I always go back to high school days in my chemistry class, where those on the magnetic field, the magnets, mm-hmm. if they are attracted to each other, they're going to move towards each other. There's something there that you see. There's something there that you see in somebody else. There's something there that somebody has said that you like. And so those magnets will move towards each other. And if they are on opposite side, they're going to move away. So the attraction marketing for me is having something that somebody can resonate with, share something that can relate to someone. Share to talk about something that inspires someone, sharing the journey, as what Beth said. Mm-hmm. And we get all that in the stories and all the tools that we have learned in the curriculum of attraction marketing to bring over into mm-hmm. our own marketing arena and have our people, you know, see what we have so they can see the benefits of it. So attraction marketing works.
Yeah. So I think that the common theme, like, are you guys picking up a common theme here of like the sharing and the vulnerability, and there's less, did you notice we're talking less about the education and we're talking more about actually attracting sort of people? I hope you're picking up, you know, that vibe, those of you that are sort of listening. So it's really, and I know it took me a long time to do this. I don't know about you guys listening, but it took a long time to let the walls down. You know, and share. And I started in this journey of social media, of business page. That's how I'm going to build my business online, and personal profile. Well, that's for my friends and family, and I'm not sharing anything about my kids over here, and I'm not sharing about anything about my business over here. And I had it all separate for a long time. It took me a little while to learn, you know, oh, Helen, you're not actually two different people. You should be proud of what you're doing and what you're growing. And, you know, if that's in network marketing, which, yes, it has a bit of a stigma, you know, for some people, that's their problem. That's not mine. And for me to take that corporate jacket off, that suit off that I wore as a general manager, and be me, like, it's a journey that we all have to go through. But allow your walls down and you will attract people to you. And I swear to you guys, you've got to believe this. There's over 3 billion people on social media, like on Facebook alone. Every one of you, every single one of you has people that are waiting for you to show up. You can all build your own following. There is enough people around us for me to build a following, for you to build a following, people that will like you, that won't like me, vice versa. There are people that, you know, they're waiting for you to show up more. They're waiting for you to share more of you. They're waiting for you to let the walls down and let them in. Every one of you can do that, and you will attract people to you if you do that. As well as learning the skills, you bring in that vulnerability and realness and selfies and stories and all those kind of things, and you will attract more people to you for you, and that's how you build a business. Okay. Miss Laurie.
Hi, guys.
Hello.
So a couple of things. just in preparing, for this, I wanted to, be sure that I brought some good value. And so I did my due diligence and I went on Google.
Google's the answer to everything.
I know. But I wanted to see what the world was saying about attraction marketing, and if there was a common theme, and all of that. And interestingly enough, I would say out of 9 articles that I pulled up, or out of 10 articles that I pulled up, 9 of them started the article with attraction marketing is all about sharing your story.
Wow.
So that just really hit me. So, and we've talked about that. Almost every single one of us have talked about that today. Yeah. So, share your story, pretty or not. I mean, if you spent 2 minutes on either one of my pages, you're going to know I'm a hot mess. You pretty much don't know what you're going to get from one day to the next, but I keep showing up and I keep doing my best to give value and share my life, share my stories, all of that. The other thing that I wanted to share is I wanted to talk about Home Depot. And I don't know, do you have Home Depot over there in Australia, Helen?
I know the words, but I don't really know what it means.
Yeah. Well, it's like a farm. Well, not necessarily farm, but it's like a big box store that sells all kinds of tools and,
like everything. A hardware store.
Yeah.
Just like a hardware store.
Huge.
Okay. Yep.
So
I'm with you.
One of the things that sets them apart and makes them the number one, like, big box hardware store is that every week, every store that they have, every week they hold classes on everything under the sun. How to use their equipment, how to install a light fixture, how to wire the light fixture appropriately. I mean, it's just everything from A to Z. And once a week minimum, they hold these classes for people to learn about the products and the information that they have to make it make their lives easier. Okay. So in my mind, that is exactly what we need to do as entrepreneurs, as people that are trying to share this attraction marketing. Granted, I don't have tools. I cannot tell you. Well, yes, I could tell you how to wire a light switch, but I don't want to. But we need to, whatever information we have, we need to be giving them the value and showing them how it works and giving them something that they can use to put into place that gets them action and increases our value, right? Increases the value that we share. And that's why, and I've said this before, that's why I love Mel Robbins so much. What she shares is simple. You can implement it while she's talking sometimes, and you get results right away. And I think the attraction marketing piece tied in with that, and then, just giving first and expecting later, it ties it all in. So that's my 2 cents.
Yeah, thanks for that, and thanks for the explanation forward in the comments as well. That makes it, makes sense. I think what you're highlighting there is that more I don't know if this is the right way to explain it, but there's attraction marketing, which we've sort of talked about a theme here and letting people get to know who you are. What Laurie's really honing in is the traditional way that we know about attraction marketing, giving value. You've probably heard over and over and over, give value, give value, give value. But if you don't give the value with being the real you and letting people, attracting people to you as the person who's the person delivering the information, there's kind of a little missing piece there. So you can give a lot of value but not be real, and it won't help you. Like, you could turn up and have notes on a piece of paper, and it could be the most awesome information for your audience, and go, I've got 3 tips to boost your business today. This is going to make all the difference and make you a 6-figure earner in 6 weeks. And here's tip 1. Like, it could be gold. It could be the next silver bullet. But if it's not you, if you're not attracting, your personality, the way you deliver it, the real, raw, authentic and whatever. So, I think that highlights, Laurie, we want to give value. We want to attract, we want to get people in the hardware store to, buy the extra things, like, that all makes sense. But we've got to do it in a way that is attracting people to you as a human. That's why I say attraction marketing plus relationship marketing, because it's the relationship, it's the human connection that people make with you through social media that'll make the difference. So work on your human connections with people and, combine that with giving value. And you know how it goes, guys. Your net worth is equal to your network. The bigger the network and the bigger the relationship with that network. And, it's a marriage made in heaven, but you got to earn that. Earn it, which is what Laurie's talking about, the value.
Yeah. And the value will fall flat. I think the value will fall flat without your stories connected to it.
Yeah. That's a really good way to put it. Beautiful way to finish it off. That's the little cherry on the top and the steak knife. Only kidding. Cherie, what have you got for us, Cherie?
Okay, so Cherie, right? Okay, so does attraction marketing work? Yes, it does. It does. It really does. And what it did for me was take me from something that I was doing, which was building my business in a way that was killing me, stressing me out, making me sick, all of that stuff. I don't even have to tell you, because I know you guys know. It took me to go through that and look at my kids and realize I'm not a registered nurse anymore. I'm disabled. I need to, be able to have a way to take care of my family. So what was my side gig became, my full time. And then after that, I found out I don't want to do this. I can't do this anymore. Don't want to. So I found attraction marketing. Mm-hmm. Attraction marketing works. It took me from the way that I was building, which was so for me, frustrating, upsetting, and all that stuff, to where I was able to build in a different way. Mm-hmm. I was able to build in a way where I could be more myself, where I could not have to go to meetings where no one was there, no one showed up. I was able to be online, be home, be able to take care of my boys, make my own schedule, do the things that I needed to do, for them, and still be able to do what it was that I wanted to do as far as building my business. I learned to stop looking at people like dollar signs or like an object that I needed to chase. I started to see people as people that I wanted to help, because I could see a lot of them are out there like me, building in a way that they just could not stand, but not knowing there was something else. There was a different way that we could build, and a way where you start to see people, as human beings, as someone that needs help, needs solutions to their problems, needs to be cared for. And to be able to do that, we have to put ourselves kind of push back a little bit, not be pushing your business. Oh, buy my stuff. Come, you want to enjoy. Everything that I have, you should. And they're like trying to run away from you. Now people are actually attracted to me because of the things that I talk about on my lives, the things that I put in my stories, the things that I share in my journey, and I still haven't put it all out there yet, but I'm trying to continue to open up and lay it all out there, because I know that if I share some of the stuff that's stuck in here, it's going to help somebody else, because somebody else out there like me. Yeah. And so for me, being able to push myself back and look at what I can do to actually help someone else with a problem and help them to find a solution, point them to a solution. To me, that's the ultimate in a relationship, being able to really put someone else first and not just me first. Me, 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 me.
Yeah.
Do my stuff, do my stuff, do my stuff, that kind of thing. So
Yeah.
for me, it's really helpful, and it really showed me that attraction marketing does work. It does take the action. Got to put the work into it. And I'm learning that from Helen and others around me. And I'm stopping with the I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it. I'm just saying, I'll show you.
Yeah, yeah. A good mantra to sort of, I'll show you, not I'm going to do it. I will show you. And I think what Cherie's highlighting is also the opportunities that attraction marketing gives you. You can get to a lot more people through attraction marketing on social media than you can maybe in your own little world or your environment, or maybe you don't want to approach people in your local world or your family and friends and things like that. Attraction marketing is opportunity. And you can help people and you can find people and whatever through social media. I just told you, there's billions of people on Facebook alone, just that platform. So it does open the door for opportunity. You've just got to make sure you're doing the things like giving value and showing up authentically and all those kind of things that go with it. But it is the land of opportunity, attraction marketing. Okay, couple more and then we'll be done. So hang in there, guys. Thank you for staying with us. Miss Karen, what have you got for us?
Hello, everyone. Attraction marketing does really work. One thing I can say, I have been in 2 or 3 different direct sales companies.
Mm-hmm.
The first 2 was just message 10 friends, ask them to be in your business, message 10 friends, ask them to host a party.
Mm-hmm.
There was not that talk about building a relationship.
Yeah.
And that's where it is. And so it's funny because it's taking me quite a while to get it and to feel comfortable. My brain intellectually, I get it, but to feel comfortable with just letting loose. And like you said, not being 2 different people. You're the same on your business page as you are. So blending it, it's funny. I have to get it in my head exactly.
Yeah.
So it's very strange, but I'm getting more comfortable with it. But it used to be just that hard, cold messaging. And then I knew I felt really bad about it for some reason. It's because it was terrible. And with this, it's just you can be yourself and form friendships and share your story, and people will be attracted to you and they'll say, hey, what are you doing? I've noticed this about you, or I've noticed this, and the conversation just flows. So it's not as difficult. It doesn't have to be as difficult as you think. So
yeah. It's a good point, Karen, because I think, and a lot of you have probably felt this, like you feel a bit spammy or it feels awkward. If you feel spammy and awkward, you're probably being spammy and awkward.
Right.
Attraction marketing allows you to, get people to know you, to share value, to get eyeballs on you, to attract people to you when you're giving out good information and you're just being you, to attract more conversations to you. That pushy stuff. I mean, it did work years ago. Leaders have become successful with that and they continue to teach that because that worked for them 5 years ago. Even on social media, you could be more forward than you can even now. And it worked for them, and they've got big teams and big influence and stuff like that. And they're the people that don't like attraction marketing because they see people are distracted by all, what are you learning Reels for? Just go and talk to some people. Or just put a post out on social media.
When they have such a huge following and such a big influence, the people that it's worked for, they think, well, we can just throw messages out there and people are going to, respond the way they did to them. And it just doesn't work if you're not established on social media.
Yeah, great point, Karen. And it takes me back to that girl on Instagram that had, over 30,000 followers. She has the influence. She has the audience. She put a few reels out there and she got a crap load of customers. Mm-hmm. It works. That's attraction marketing to its core. But you've got to work towards, you got to earn your stripes. Mm-hmm. You got to put the work in. And the more, I think the point to all of this is, the more vulnerable you are in letting people in, as well as the teaching, like Laurie was talking about, it'll speed up that. You can't really have one without the other. You can't really just turn up and teach and have all this information without people sharing the real you. And I don't know about some of you, but I did not feel comfortable with that. Not sharing anything about my family. What if people hunt down my kids or send me messages or threaten me about my kids? And who's all these random men that keep sending me messages on Instagram? All the rest of it. This is scary, this social media stuff. Like, I'm here to teach. I'll attract people to me that way, but I'm not letting you get to know me. Funny how the walls come down after a while, but that takes practice. So if you guys have got walls up, it's okay. Just the more you do it and the more consistent you are, the more natural you just naturally become. But you will, and, and there's a message in itself. Be consistent, have good content, let the walls down, put the selfies in your dressing gown in there. Like, couple the learning with the authenticity, and that's a better mix for attraction marketing. Okay, let's finish. Thank you, Karen. Let's finish this off. Mr. Steve, the man in the room, what have you got for us?
Well, Helen, what I would like to do is start out with the question.
Right.
Who would you feel more comfortable talking to? Someone that you had just met that you know nothing about, or someone that you have known for a while, or that you have had some common interest and you happen to know more about that person than someone who's a total stranger?
Yeah.
Obviously, the answer is going to be someone that you are comfortable with because you know something about them and you're familiar with whatever it is that they do. Maybe you're involved in a church activity, or you're involved in playing sports with your kid and met them on the football in the stands, watching your kids play football, whatever the case may be. One of the things that I had learned about attraction marketing is where to start. If you want to attract people, what I've discovered is that Helen's taught us we need a 5-bucket list of interests. So where do you start? You start with your own personal interests. And it doesn't matter what those interests are. It really doesn't matter. If you were someone that says, "Hi, I'm Steve McNeil. I'm into ant farms and I'm into insect collecting and basket weaving and cave exploring," you're going to find someone that's interested in those activities. And when you select those items of interest that you have personal passion with, then when you speak on those, you're going to find people that are going to be attracted to your interests. And then they're going to come back and they're going to start viewing you more. I've experienced that. I'm into martial arts. I'm into singing. I'm into motorcycles. I'm into travel, and I'm into hiking. Well, the first post I put up on motorcycles, I had people contacting me that I haven't spoken to in years. So where do you start? You can start with your 5 buckets of interest, select those interests, and then go in and talk about each one of those interests. To pick one topic a day and place a post or place a video or something about that topic. And people who have interest in those things are going to naturally tune in. And then over time, they're going to get to know more about you, and you have a common interest that's built in. That is a important attraction marketing piece that I have learned that definitely works.
Yeah, and I think that's valuing the personal profile, which was not something I did initially at all, because I was all about a business page. I was all about building my business online. It was all very, clinical. It's, when, and those of you in the coaching community, you've got that training about the 5 content buckets, and I've given you blueprints to set up 30 days worth of content in an hour, like through the content buckets. But that's truly letting people into your life, and that's building what you're alluding to there, Steve, is the know, like, and trust in whatever attracts somebody to you. But on a personal profile, you can use content buckets. You use your 5 topics, rotate them, because if you're all over the place, how do people really get to know who you are and what your interests are? It's like some of you that are in a health and wellness business, but you don't post anything about health and wellness on your personal profiles. But then the company has a convention and they have a cool product. You go, "Oh, look at this." And you can get 10% discount. Nobody cares, because there's no trust, there's no journey, there's no, like, health and wellness should be a content bucket, and share some tips around health, and share some testimonials, and share some things about what you like and why you use it and whatever. So then when you do recommend something, people aren't skeptical of you. And that's all to do what Steve's talking about here about, you know, the content buckets and letting people in and attracting people to you for not only business, but the things that are interested in you. Sorry, did I just cut you off then, Steve? Finish what you're going to say. I'll just shut up. All good?
No, we're all good. That's
good.
just something that I have really found that had worked, Helen.
Beautiful. I appreciate you sharing that. And I just want to, you know, Tonya's nailed it, and it's why I have my motto. You know, she's saying, yes, somebody you're comfortable with, which takes being a human. It's why I say over and over and over again, be a human before you're a marketer. Let people in, let the walls down. Be a human, share you, share your interests. You don't have to have a fancy, elaborate, flashy life, car, house, whatever, to let people into your world. So yes, you want to learn the skills of attraction marketing in relation to value and, you know, all that kind of stuff. But attraction is more about you as a human. Because if they don't like you, they sure aren't joining you in your business in any capacity. So it's really kind of breaking it down and working out what attraction actually is and how do you achieve that. So we've talked long enough. Thank you, Steve, for your input there. Has this resonated with any of you that are watching live or catching the replay? Like any of these tips, does it make you think a little bit more about maybe what you could do, what you could change, how important attraction marketing is, but don't get distracted by attraction marketing so much that you're not actually putting the skills in and attracting people to you just as a human being while you're learning the skills of attraction marketing, of value and branding and business pages and email marketing and all of that. If you're even going that far, you've got to do both. You've got to do the attraction marketing and the relationship building and marketing as well, which is letting your walls down, letting people in and attracting people for truly the person that you are. Because I'll say it again, if they don't like you, if you're not attracting them to you, they're not going to buy anything off you. They're not going to join your business or ask for your whatever it is that you offer if they don't like you as a person. Okay. So Joanne, yes, gives me some new ideas. And Joanne said, I need to do more selfies. Yep, totally agree. Guys, it doesn't come naturally to me to do selfies. And I'll admit it, my husband is not really big on social media or likes me, you know, a lot on social media or sharing a lot of what I do. Really? Another picture? Like, you're kidding? Like, it's not natural to me. And I've got somebody, the closest person in my life, that doesn't really want me to show a lot of photos. You know, there's challenges all around. But I do what I can and I control me with respect to, you know, him as well. And it can be done and I do it. Like, don't make excuses. Work with your, you know, restrictions in whatever that is, but you've got to let the walls down a little bit and let people in. Yes, Lynn, there is a steep learning curve, but it makes so much sense. And don't expect to know it all, you know, in the beginning. I've had a very steep learning curve, and I'm sure most of you do as well, and that's okay. Because I was saying to the team this morning, I don't mind when things go wrong because it actually makes you a better teacher to the others, and it actually makes you learn really quickly when things go wrong. So always learning something. Really good point, Tonya. Joanne, my husband, doesn't like it either. He says people don't need to know everything. And that's exactly like, you know, I married a country boy, very, very private, shy country boy. And they're not real flash on the social media. But if I can make it work, I'm sure others of you that are in similar situations can make that work as well. Okay. I really hope this discussion, you know, I know we've gone on longer today, but I just want to, I really hope this discussion has been helpful to you in some way. I really want to thank these guys on the screen with me, Beth, Meredith, Yvette, Laurie, Cherie, Karen, and Steve, for giving up their time to share it with you as well. As you know, so these are some of the people in my VIP program, and I just really appreciate them. I love working with them. I love seeing them grow and, you know, learning to attract more people to them so they can get better results in their business. This is my last live video of the week. So remember, if you want to join us in the video challenge, helenmartinonline.com/video. If you're interested in my VIP program, which is open this month for intake on the 1st of October, send me a message and say VIP details. I'll get those details to you. But start with the video challenge with us and really put attraction marketing to work, guys. That's what live video is all about. We're here sharing with you. We're live. We're sharing with you our wisdom. You do that with other people. Let people get to know you through live video. So the opportunity is there. It's completely free, 14 days. You know, it'll help you get better at attracting people to you. So thank you guys that are on the screen with me. I appreciate you and really appreciate you guys listening or catching the replay, and we'll see you next week. Bye-bye.